Hello, everyone. Good evening. There's a lot of people already in the chat. Tina Harper, hello. Want Life, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, thank you so much for stopping by. Tiffany from Canadian Family Life is here as well. Huga Homestead, CB, right? Saying hi to each other. Reynold is here. Hello, Renald. All right, everyone is saying hi to each other. That's awesome. My week of vacation is already over. Well, officially, today was the last day I was getting paid to stay home. I am going back to work on Monday. I'm not ready. I don't want to. I want to stay home. I'll never understand people that keep saying that if they ever win the lottery, they'll go to work somewhere or volunteer somewhere because they would find it boring to be at home. Are you kidding me? I've been working harder at home than what I've been working at work. It's just nonstop. There's been so much going on. So last Saturday, Scott arrived. Well, he wasn't here Saturday. He was here Sunday, I think. He arrived Saturday, but I met him on Sunday. What happened on Saturday? Oh yeah, I already said the story, I think. I met Jennifer from Jennifer Ocean Homestead. I went over to my girlfriend's cousin where we traded some of my zucchinis and cucumbers for some of his carrots and beets. Oh yeah, it was Saturday, right? I don't know why I had in mind it was Sunday. It was supposed to be Sunday, but it happened Saturday evening. Yeah, right after supper. And good evening, Scott. You going live after? If so, I will go and set it up so that people are redirected to your live stream once I'm done. And Monday we went fishing, which was awesome. Okay, I will go set it up right away. I need to see. For some reason, it doesn't allow me to search by your channel name. It's only allowing me to search by the name or the title of your live stream. Just give me a second. I will go redirect it to you. Although I'm always trying to go as long as I can. Customization. This is good. Redirect. Video from other channel. So it will be prime time Friday with the Rambler. Awesome. All set up and ready to go. That's weird. What's weird? What's weird? What did I miss? Oh, the fact that I can't search. Yeah, whenever I want to redirect you, I cannot do a search by your channel name. I always have to figure out what's your live stream title so I can search by the title. But it's okay as long as it works. I mean, people are free to join whenever, and if someone just pressing play to go to something else, well, they can continue, give you some watch time after. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Simple Acre Homestead. If I won the lottery, I would go to work, but they would fire me. Oh no, I wouldn't even go. Like they won't see my face again. Well, some of them would. I have like 2 or 3 good friends there that I would probably help out somehow. But I wouldn't go to work. I would go see them at home. So yeah, Monday, hey, it was kind of fun. It was relaxing, and we spent the afternoon. I can't really say we spent the afternoon chatting with each other because we were both on our own live streams. You would read about me in the paper. Yeah, well, I would be doing well, I don't want to say a lot of donations, but I would make a lot of people happy. And depending on how much I win, like, I mean, if I only win $1 million, I can't really help anyone because I need to think about my 5 kids, pay my own debts. And I mean, of course, it's not going to be $1 million, but I want to have some money aside for my retirement. But if I won something like Lotto Max of $70 million or something like that, let's just say that my parents would be retired. My brother-in-law would be retired. My kids would never have to work again, but I always say I want them to finish school and I want them to have a college diploma or anything like that before they would touch the money. I would buy land. I don't know if Sal's in the chat, but he would probably lose his land because I would buy it. There's a house up the Balmoral that I also want to buy if I win the lottery, because they own a whole lake and it's full of beautiful fish, and I want it. I want it. If I win the lottery, I'm going for it. Even if it costs me $1 million, I'm going to buy it. It was a blast. Indeed. I want to go again. I spoke to him saying that I wanted to go again. Although I didn't hear from his friend today. Not sure. Not sure if they're just too busy or whatever's going on. I didn't even plug my GoPro. I have to do some video editing tomorrow, so it might be done in the morning. Yeah, I know where you'll be, and next summer or next time you come around, we'll try to figure something out. Depending on, not impressed. Well, they need to. They're always busy, and Tyler's not the one tech savvy about that stuff. So he depends on his friend, and I mean, his friend I don't think is really getting paid to do the video editing. It's just something they like to do. So the fact that they're offering it, I mean, I'm just happy that they will provide it at some point. But I will plug my GoPro tomorrow. It needs to get done. And I'll send you whatever I have, because I have some footage as well of a few mackerel and striped bass coming in the boat. If I won the lottery, that's something else I want to talk about. I would help the people in need in my area. But when I say people in need, I'm not saying that I would go and give money to anyone. There's a lot of kids that go hungry. I mean, I would probably make a donation to the local schools. I would probably go see the school director and just ask him, like, if there's a family that he thinks might need some grocery every once in a while. And I would get him the money. I would give him the money to school principal. Just go get a grocery, give it to them, and I don't need to know who it is, as long as the principal knows that they're really a family in need. And I would also probably give to, and that's where I'm gonna talk about something I wanted to talk about. So before the end of this month, and I'm saying that because I am at $77 or $78 in my YouTube thingy, because I need to reach $100 before I can take any money out. So I was at $77 by the end of July, which means that I will probably reach $100 by the end of August. That being said, if I do something to raise money for a little girl in need, well, it will be easy to calculate the numbers. I don't want to say any name, and I don't want to say 100% for sure if it's going to happen, because I still want to talk to the parents before I, give names, do something under their daughter's name. But there's a little local girl. Um, I don't know how old she is. I know she's very young, like 5, 6 years old. That was just diagnosed with, I think it was brain tumor or cancer of some sort. And I want to do a live-a-thon. I spoke about doing a live-a-thon a while back. It was for raising money for my daughter's braces. But that's been taken care of, and I was blessed by a lot of people. Um, some friends on YouTube, and also um, some friends out of YouTube, and also my mom. But knowing that I can probably do something for that little girl to try to raise money, even if it's only $50 that I can raise that day, well, so be it. It's better than nothing, and I want to be able to do as much as possible. So doing a live-a-thon would probably be my way to go. It would probably be something like me getting up around 5 a.m., trying to start a live stream at 5 a.m. If I could get someone I trust to join, and maybe co-host if it needs to happen that way. But if Scott decides that he wants to give me 2 hours in the afternoon, so I can just go and snooze for an hour, and then if Tracy from Tihan 141 wants to come for an hour and give me an extra hour of sleep, then I could go until 5 a.m. the next day. So it would need to happen like on the Saturday morning, where I would start and do that all day Saturday and finish Sunday early morning. So I'm still debating in my head exactly how I'm going to do it, but I want to do something 24 hours. And people don't have to give money if they can't, but I will put the ads on. And if people can listen to the ads, share the live stream, anything like that, I will look at all the money that was raised by that specific live stream, ads, donations, super stickers, super chats, and so on. And I will deduct that from the amount that's put into my account, and I will give it all to the family. So I'm hoping by doing something 24 hours, it will help with the ads, with a bunch of stuff. I think you have to do it within in 12 hours. So I'll start 5 a.m. right on the dot, and I will set it up so that the next live stream starts at 4:59, so that when the first one is done, everyone will be redirected to the second live stream right away, and we can just end the live stream when it's done and get them to the other one right away. So hopefully that would work. I'm still, juggling everything in my head. I still need to talk to the family, but as much as you used to think it is nowadays, it's enough to live off if you are careful, but that's it. Yeah, it is enough, but with the cost of living, inflation, and all of that, I don't think I would want to stop there. I would probably pay everything and all my debts and invest the rest. And with 1 million, continue to go to work. I didn't say I would work, just show up. Yeah. Yeah, I'll see what I can do, Scott, to try to get that footage. Hello, Dave. Doing body work on my van because I am too cheap and I did not win the lottery. Yeah, you're not the only one. Never give money, give things like food and clothes. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I will harvest some stuff from my garden and give it to people in need before. But in this case, what happens in Canada? Yes, we have health care. Yes, they will pay for chemotherapy and all those medications, but they cannot pay for the traveling of everyone being sick. I'm not starting a debate. I don't want to talk about what if and what they should do and what they're not doing it at the moment. So that's where the families need help. So this is where I want to help them with their expenses. If the little girl goes to Halifax High WK Hospital, the family has a place to stay, but it would still be a lot of traveling. And I don't know if you've seen the cost of gas right now, but the family will need to eat, snack, and travel. If the father has to stop working, I know if it was my kid, I would want to be there with them. There's no income. So we need to help them the way we can. And I will do whatever I can to help them. I would be happy to win enough to buy a house or a piece of land to build our tiny house on. Exactly. I think I would have the exact same life I have now, except that I would be the one buying supper when I have some guests over. Wink, wink. Thank you, Scott. You've already done enough. Yeah. You want to give me all day, but do it on my next live stream, the one I do for little girl, if I do it. Christmas in August. Yeah, PayPal is less fees. I agree. I will put my PayPal link pinned to the top of the chat if I do that and ask people to do donations by PayPal. That way it will be a lot easier to see precisely the amount I received, and I'll be able to send an e-transfer or whatever to the family in need. Yeah, definitely. I need to speak to the parents first, like I said. And yep. Once I know if they agree, and once I know, I want to know the exact situation of exactly what the little girl has, if possible. Not that it's really important, but I feel like people giving donations would appreciate knowing what they're given for. Definitely, yeah, I agree. But I mean, I know that some people would still prefer super chats and things like that, and some people can't really donate money, but at least if they can watch the ads, that's another way to give. I think PayPal would take a certain percentage if you want to have it delivered to your account like within 24 hours or instantly or something like that. And then if you accept to have it delivered within like 5 to 7 business days, I think it's a lot less, if not free. I don't know. 3%? Okay. Good. Make sure you encourage people to use e-transfer or PayPal because YouTube takes... Yeah. And it's nothing against YouTube. I understand they are there to make money. They want to take their share. But if I do a fundraiser for someone, I want to be able to give that person everything, that they're getting. I have Zelle for estates, PayPal, and e-transfer. I have no idea what Zelle is, but PayPal would work, and e-transfer, people can e-transfer me in my account as well. Just like Jerry Lewis, you can get a plate spinner. I think I read buy me a coffee takes 10%, but I don't have it, so I'm not 100%. Yeah, I don't know. But I don't think you can give as much. Yeah, exactly. They would need gas money for sure. Let people know in advance so they can leave it running on a computer all day. Yeah. Um, I mean, I just wanted to talk about it to see if there was some interest, if I can have some people getting involved. I'm sure that once I talk to my group, my messenger uh, community squash club, some people will join. If I can have a few interviews during the day to make it even better, that'd be great as well. Because let's face it, after I'm here talking to myself for about an hour, I run out of things to say. So it'd be a good idea to have some people either for interviews or just give me some rest here and there. So 3% would make a lot more sense. It would be gourmet crab dinner. Yeah, with filet mignon in the crab dinner. Not yeah. Yeah, PayPal is free if you wait 3 to 4 days. It might depend on the amount. Scott at 3%, I think he wouldn't know because he usually gets a lot more money through PayPal than I do. If the e-transfer is the e-transfer of the USA. Okay. So you have a bank account in the States, or is that like just something different that would create like an interface between your bank account and their e-transfer? We're similar to e-transfer, but for the US, you guys don't have e-transfers to Canada. That's why I said I've got you 12 hours. It's easy. You think it's easy? Yeah, we will. We will, Scott. We'll talk offline and see um, what we can work out. And like I said, all the money received that day, either by ads, because you can see all the stats directly on YouTube in studio, precisely the amount of money you got from the advertising on your live stream. You can talk for 12 hours? I can talk a lot, like to friends and stuff, and just have a regular chat and talk about life. But I don't know. I feel like when I'm on YouTube, I want to stick to the gardening stuff. I don't know why. Like it's not like um, it's not like it's the main important thing. I mean, I could literally talk about whatever I want. It's just I like talking about what happened during the week so that people interested in homesteading can have some information. And, well, if people want to know about me, they can just ask in the chat because I'm an open book. I could see you and Scott chatting for 12 hours plus. Yeah, Scott is a lot better than me at talking for sure. Well, there's also the fact that I'm French. Sometimes I just get tired of hearing myself speaking English. I don't know why. Do some lives on the go and walk around the garden and do some trivia or fun facts. Yeah, I've done that before, the fun facts or trivia. Um, it might be a good idea to reach companies to see if I can have like, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't like asking for donations, but if I got some people giving away some stuff, like doing a small giveaway during the day, well, it's something that I could, yeah, I've seen that before. I have Zelle too. You have to have a US account and can only transfer from US. I'll have it tied to my Canadian account for free so I can transfer from my US account to Canadian in 30 minutes and no fees. Awesome. And Tyler asked if I possibly bring lobster. So okay. Awesome. Awesome. Once again, awesome. Do giveaways, but make it random so people don't know when and have to watch. Yeah. If I know if I do something like that, I will have people giving away, even if it's just stickers. Even if it was only stickers, people like getting stickers. People like, um, you know, getting free stuff, even if it was just um, a sticker, a magnet, or anything like that. When something comes in by mail, people are usually happy, no matter what it is. Um, okay, so I just need to talk to the parents. Let's see if my friend is online. Okay, let's see if I can get a contact going. Okay. Awesome. All right. So, the kids have been eating fish. They had mackerel for supper yesterday, supper or snack, whatever it was. It was around 8 p.m. So it's not going to go to waste. I've been trying to do the Everbit Count Challenge from Three Rivers Homestead. It's pretty hard for me because, and Jennifer, you would know because you're in the same zone as I am. But at this time of year, there's not much that we can preserve. And I mean, it's one thing to do a video about preserving zucchinis. And I've found different ways to preserve zucchinis and squash and cucumbers. But doing 15 days of preserving the same thing, I mean, at some point, it gets boring for the viewers and also for me. Like, I mean, I get that I have to can zucchinis if I want to preserve them or put them in the freezer, one or the other. But you know, if I show you everything I do all the time and I always do the same thing, it gets boring. So I do it, but I won't necessarily film it. I cleaned and froze some mackerel. I froze some fruits. I dehydrated some herbs. 3 different herbs, I think. I've been doing mushrooms, and I have some more mushrooms. I harvested about 5 pounds of lobster mushrooms today, which is my best mushroom harvest, lobster mushroom harvest so far. What else? Well, I've been putting cucumbers in the blender, making ice cubes, and then as soon as they're frozen solid, I just put them in a Ziploc bag. That way I have some frozen cucumbers that I can put in my water, either in the summer or in the winter. You know, you just wake up in the morning, you grab your bottle of water, you put an ice cube of cucumber, and not only does it give flavor, keeps your water fresh and cold, while also giving you a bunch of vitamins. And you don't really get a lot of taste, so I like it. You know, even if the cucumber is bitter, as long as it's still edible, you won't really get that awful taste in the water. I harvested my second crop today. I got 2 berry tomatoes total so far. I've been harvesting tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, and I don't know exactly the name of the other one, but it's like candy tomato, something tomato candy or whatever, something like that. Um, but as soon as I bring them inside, the kids eat them. Well, the kids, my daughter Miley eats them. Talking about Miley, so I'm talking about my week. Monday fishing was awesome. I got to spend some time with Scott. We went on a boat ride. And we had some huge fun. And thank you, Simple Acre Homestead. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will follow up on your channel as well because I need to catch up with so many people. Tuesday was my daughter's pageant. So just to put into context, it's in New Brunswick. The government decided to put a bunch of little small village together. And from what I understand, well, I always figured that it was in order to save money because, I had in mind that, let's say they're giving my village $100,000 a year budget. They're giving the next village $100,000 a year budget. They put the two of them together, but instead of giving $200,000, they're just giving $50,000. But no. It's even worse. From what I understand, they like giving 20% of what they usually get for the whole area. So there's like, the community is called Bois Joli. Closest translation in English, joli means like cute, pretty. Bois is wood. If we say, I'm going for a drive dans bois, I'm going for a drive in the woods. Bois, wood. Bois, wood. Joli, cute, pretty. So do the amalgamation you want with that. Call it the way you want. So it's Balmoral, Eel River, Dundee, Seymour. I don't know if there's another part attached to it, but anyway, it's a huge festival in the community, and whoever wins that usually the winner gets a free pass for the Atlantics. But the Atlantics were done before that pageant this year, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if she's going to go somewhere after. Saying that, I'm almost telling you the punch of my story. So Miss Rem's family won the pageant. She was happy. Well, everyone was happy. Everyone was proud. She did that like a pro. You never know what can happen in that kind of competition because, let's face it, I'm not a professional in pageant whatsoever. But I've been to a few pageants for Claudie, another one for Miley, and like maybe one or two in the past before. And after like the 3/4 of the pageant, I remember Scott asked me if she had won, and I replied, "It's not over. There's still a few things to go through, but not because it's my daughter, but I think that she's ahead." And that wasn't to bring the other girls down either. The other girls did incredible as well. They can be proud. They spoke well. They walked well. They were all gorgeous. They all did, their best. Miley had a little bit more experience because she's had done one pageant before. She was trained by my daughter Claudie, whom won a pageant in the past. So Miley ended up winning, and I think if you remember, you would have seen the announcement live. Well, not live, but I filmed and put it on after. And it was cute because they have to dress in a way to represent their sponsor. And of course, my channel was a sponsor. So she's dressed as a farm girl, going on stage saying, if you want to learn how to grow food, if you want to learn how to grow a garden, if you want to save money and also your health, follow us at Rem's Family on YouTube to learn about all those things you can do, something along those lines, which was very, very cute and very professional at the same time. So I'm hoping that people will start watching eventually. Even if they don't want to watch my videos, hopefully they will follow me on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, whatever it is. If they only watch my shorts, that's fine too. But yeah, it wasn't free advertising though. I was sponsoring, which was about $250, I think. So it's not really free, but I'd rather do it myself, do it for my kids, than trying to go and find another sponsor somewhere else. And she walked on stage with one of our rabbits. So all the little girls in there were all like, "Oh my God, so cute!" And everyone was like, "Oh," she got the feeling that we wanted to give. I have 4 Mariana tomatoes to harvest soon. Awesome. Once it starts, you'll get like a few tomatoes here and there, and then eventually it will be like a bunch of them every day. So keep an eye open. They will start ripening fast, all at the same time. I don't know what I'm going to get to harvest next month, and can be dependent on waiting to see. Superstore has a box of Roma tomatoes. $15 expensive, but trying to go tomorrow to get some can. Sometimes you have to. It is what it is. I hate supporting the store, but I need to get what I can ASAP to start freezing canning. Yeah, and that's the thing. The more food I bring in, the more I will stay away from that stuff. And the more, the healthier I will eat. I freeze my tomatoes. I'm doing stewed tomatoes. Awesome. I usually freeze them. And then when I'm ready to do something with them, I just take them out of the freezer. I'll do spaghetti sauce or... I've seen by already. Best part of the trip, I'm still smiling. Well, I'm really, really happy that you enjoyed, and I'm happy that you were the one to get the fish. And I'm glad that you liked it also, the eating part, not just the fishing part, but you enjoyed every aspect of it. It was awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed. Yeah, it does bring more bylaws, but usually the zonage stays the same, which is what I'm worried about right now. Well, I'm just worried that eventually I will look for land close nearby, and the zonage will change, and I won't be able to harvest animals or grow my own animals. I want to be able to raise pigs. I want to be able to raise my own chickens, my own turkeys, and eventually some goats. That's my dream. That's what I want to have when I retire. So I need to win the lottery to buy sales land, or no, but I mean, I can buy any land nearby, then I could do that. And any better down here, Jennifer? Yeah, it's the same thing everywhere. Yeah, it's cute. But like I said, not so free. Yeah, but at least I had free tickets. But I mean, it was something she enjoyed doing, and if she played hockey, it would have cost a lot more. It started about 2 months ago, one practice a week. And it's right next to here, like literally 2 minutes away. So for $250, she managed to have some fun for 2 months. Spent some time with a bunch of girls her age, either friends or not so friends. But anyway, I mean, she spent some time with them. Some of them were close friends. It's all good. She had fun. That's the main thing. Yeah, as that stuff. Yeah, exactly. But that's it, because I'm pretty much out of all the stuff I harvested last year. I need to figure out a way to make something good to the point where I want to eat it, not waste it, but not necessarily in a meal. Like, I enjoyed making stews and chicken soup, but I'll be eating that for lunch at work, or sometimes for supper if I'm home alone and I don't feel like cooking something big. But for a snack at 9 p.m., because let's face it, if I don't eat at 9, like before I go to bed, I'll wake up in the middle of the night so hungry that I have to get up and eat, because otherwise I feel sick. And it's not just like feeling weak because I need to eat. It's literally feeling sick. Like, I feel like something is cutting through my stomach. So I need to eat. Free zucchini bread. Interesting. It would just be a matter of knowing how long it can last frozen. And if you want to keep it somewhat moist, I would probably need to freeze it like one slice at a time. It can last for months. I also want to do zucchini muffins. Anything like that. Yeah, months, about 6 months to a year. But that's the thing. Like, if I do it now, by next, I don't know, June, July, I'll be out of them, definitely. And I will still be at the same point I am now. But if it's only for a month or two a year, it's better than eating that junk every day. It is an addiction. It really is. Like, if I don't get junk food like this, like every once in a while, I'll have cravings and I won't feel good. I can't fill my stomach. So I need to do it bits by bits, a little bit at a time. I also want to do lemon bread. I've done some lemon bread in the past. My kids love it. I can probably... Well, what I do also with zucchinis and squash is pretty easy, because you can just freeze it right off the bat. You just cut it in pieces, vacuum seal, and freeze. But it's the cutting part that takes a long time, because the middle, the seeds and all, I don't need to freeze that. I just give it to the chickens. One of the delicata squash I harvested, I was able to fill a bowl. I think it was 3.7 liters. So it's pretty big. And I cut the pieces in tiny little squares. Just about this big. Yeah. That here would be the best way to explain it. So I take those squash and cut them about this size. That's a corn box, corn seeds. See the size? So they're cut in squares about that big. Um, Multiple times I've been tested for diabetes. Um, I'm good. It's just all in my brain because whenever, like, if I'm sick and I don't eat, let's say I have a stomach bug, or when I get a huge cold and you don't feel like eating, and I can just eat soup like once a day for a week, um, I won't feel dizzy or anything like that. And um, overactive thyroid. I've been tested for a lot of things. I thought at some point that it could have been the opposite, that maybe my thyroid was lower than average. But, I turned 40 years old and almost 41 now. Yeah, exactly. But I've always been a sugar bug. If you put an apple and you put a bar of chocolate, I'll go for the chocolate, hands down. But, okay, let's put it this way. I used to eat chocolate and a bag of chips, the tiny, small portion ones, with a Pepsi for breakfast. I was able to get that out of the way. That's gone. I don't do that anymore. Although, if I eat chips and a Pepsi during the day, it doesn't matter if it's in the morning or in the afternoon, but at least consider myself healed on that part. I still drink Pepsi. You should see the Pepsi cans I have here. But I try to limit myself to one per day, just one can per day, and not every day. Because if I take more than that, I will have an upset stomach, and it will give me some issues. If you vacuum seal the bread or muffins, then it help last longer. Definitely. And that's what I need to do. I need to do that, find a way to cook with the zucchinis. But canning them, well, it's funny because last year I took the recipe, like the Bernardin book, the ball book. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a way to preserve zucchini. Zesty zucchini. No, it's not as that would be the salsa. Anyway, it's just pickled zucchini of some sort. And when I did the recipe, the smell in the house was awful. Like I couldn't stand it. I let it sit for a few months, brought it to work, thinking, well, I'll open it, I'll try it. But if I don't like it, it won't go to waste. Someone at work will try it and like it, and I'll just give them the rest. So I opened the jar. Everyone was like, oh my God, that's good. That's good. Oh, you need to try, Remy. It's really good. So I ended up trying. Hello, Marilyn. And it was delicious. I loved it. Although by the time I tried, I already brought all the other jars I had done but one. Give it all to the people there that tested and loved it. Not that I mind. I mean, it doesn't go to waste, right? It goes to some good colleague friends, so I'm okay with that. But I only had one jar left. And I think I brought it, was it at Christmas at my parents'? My brother has 4 kids and I have 5. So right there, that's 13 of us. Plus my parents, that's a total of 15, just us. So of course, one mason jar was going to go fast. So this year, I decided to do a lot more. I have a bunch of them done. 2 are 1 liters. They've been water bath canning. And I think I've done, I'm going to say 20 or 22, the 500 milliliters jars that have been done with pickled zucchini. And the thing is, after I was done the last mason jar, well, last 2 times I did the recipe. There's always like that one piece of zucchini that stays at the bottom that you just can't seem to find when you're trying to, um, put that in your mason jars. You're trying to grab it, and there's always like one piece that stays at the bottom of your pot. I took it and ate it, and oh my god, it was good. And just touching the brine, the stuff, it was good. I enjoyed it. It's vinegar, sugar. That's probably why it was so good. But I mean, it's 4 cups in the brine, but like half the brine goes to waste after you're done. It's like, is it 6 cups of vinegar or 8 cups of vinegar, something like that. 6 cups, I think, with 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of celery seeds, and 4 teaspoons of mustard seeds. So you put, is it a quarter cup of salt with 3.5 liters of zucchini. And the reason I counted that way is because I have 1 liter huge cup, and after doing all the math, I had to do it 7 times if I wanted to do the recipe in double. So it's 3.5 liters of zucchinis with a quarter cup of salt. You put the salt with your zucchinis. You let it sit with water covering the zucchini and salt for at least 2 hours. And then you rinse it off. You put the 6 cups of vinegar, 4 cups of sugar with 4 teaspoons of mustard seeds, 2 teaspoons of celery seeds, and 2 teaspoons of turmeric. You put all of that together, you bring it to a gentle boil, and then you add the zucchinis. You let it boil. As soon as it starts boiling, you let it sit for about an hour. And by that time, you just get all your mason jars ready. And you need to go at half an inch of headspace on 500 milliliters jar. All right. Thank you, Scott. Good luck, and I will join as soon as I'm done here. So that recipe is very easy and very good. And I was wondering if I could do the same thing with my cucumbers because, I have a lot of cucumbers. And I saw someone on Instagram. I don't remember who it was. Can I find it? Probably not. Okay, dokie. That's not working there. Anyway, I guess there was someone on Instagram that did pretty much the exact same recipe with cucumbers. So I'm guessing it can be done. Vacuum sealed up to a year. As long as the bags, the sealing bags don't break, because that's usually what happens. They'll break. I have a vacuum sealer, but haven't used it. I have to get the rolls of bags. I'm determined to load my freezers before October and can as much as possible. I have a better winter this year. Yeah. It would really help. And it's doable. I mean, you have a lot of you're growing in containers, and you were only able to start a little bit later in the season than most of us. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with eating applesauce 3 or 4 times a week, and you have an abundance of apples. And when I was at your place, not only do you have a lot of apples at your place, but you have a lot of apples on your neighbor's property, which is not there. Across the road from you, you probably have a lot of hazelnuts on your property as well that you can probably reach. You have a lot of chokecherries you could probably use, a lot of raspberries you could probably use. Um, you know, those are all little things you can use. And I will ask my friend how much he charges for his vegetables, and if it's a good price, I will buy some, and I will give you some. Also, I am a person of honor, Jennifer. I'm sorry. We ended up going fishing, and we didn't have a cooler. So I owe you a cooler, and I will get you a brand new one and bring it to you. Just I'll try to find the exact same one. It's just a matter. I mean, it can be clean, but the smell of fish never really gets out of the cooler. So I will just get you a new one. I have my dog and rescues all eat natural foods, so I have to make sure they have enough too. I have tons of apple trees. I just can't get to them on my own. Yeah, but you'll find a way. I mean, you can always just put rubber boots and get someone to drive with an ATV right to your trees and back. It will put all the grass down, and you should be fine. Hello, John. Thanks so much for stopping by. I saw what happened. I wanted to watch the video where you're explaining the little bad luck you had. Well, it's more than a bad luck, really. I'll never understand people that steal. I don't know why they think that it's okay to take it because it's at the end of the road. But I mean, I would never be able to live with myself if I stole something like that. I just don't get it. I don't. If he sells them, let me know in advance, and I'll try to make sure I have money aside. Don't worry about it. Just keep it up for fish. It was an old cooler that was given to me, so don't worry about it. You sure? I have another one here also that's like not a hard cooler, more like a backpack cooler kind of. It's brand new. I mean, I can give it to you if you want it. It's frustrating. People love our farm stand, and now I can't have it up. Yeah. And that was a way of revenue for you. I mean, it really sucks. I don't even know what to say. A lot of people have the same problem. I think, was it Courtney from White Family Farm that had the same issue? She had some stuff on the side of the road, or was it Kendra? I know there was someone else that had the same issue a while back, and it was not too long ago. They had some stuff, or maybe Darren. It could even be Darren. That had some eggs or something like that, and people went in and stole their stuff. And I'm sure, well, I know by knowing you, that if someone was really hungry that bad, they would have gone to see you and say, "Hey, John, like, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. I don't have money." You would have given it to him from your heart, Oh, I spent years, decades dealing with people stealing from me. Here it's been okay, but there's thieves all over. Makes me want to move ASAP and in the woods. Yeah, thing is, even in the woods, people will find you. People have camps here, and they caught someone stealing a couple of years back. And they know the problem that we have in Canada. And once again, I don't want to start an issue or a debate, but it's too easy for a thief. Because a thief can go in your house, steal your stuff, and if they hurt themselves while stealing something from you, you can get sued because it was something in your house that was not safe. And even if you call the cops, if they don't catch the person with the item in their hands, they will say that there's nothing they can do. So I'm legally allowed to steal from anyone in Canada as long as the cops don't catch me doing the act. Even if you have someone on camera, if you don't have a sign saying that you have a camera, you can't use it in court. So, what's stopping people from stealing, really? If the laws were more severe, you get caught stealing, you go to prison. It's as simple as that. People will stop. They would. It was Lynn. Okay, I knew it was someone in the group. Yeah, Lynn had the same issue. A lot of people have this issue. It's sad that adults have to steal. They all know better. Yeah. No worries on the cooler. Just save me some zucchinis and whatever you have an abundance of you don't have room for. Okay, I'll give you some pickled zucchinis. I don't know if... I mean, I can probably have some squash, frozen squash, summer squash. If you want to put some in your freezer, I can give you some as well. I had a friend that was a police officer, and it's just not illegal to trespass. If you have no trespassing sign posted and a clear property lines like fencing and camera video proof, it was like, yeah, well, exactly. That's crazy. And I mean, okay, if I had a property with, I don't know, a sign saying you can't pass here in the road, and I found someone coming out of the woods down the road, I would go to them and say, hey, did you know that this is like trespass? You can't be here. And they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I just went through the wood down the road and I didn't know. Okay, well, from here to here, you can't. I would respect that. I would respect them. I mean, I've been hunting on lands where they would tell me that it was illegal to hunt after I was done. You see the sign on the road back there, but you park here to get across the woods here, and there's no sign in front of you saying you can't go on that land. Now, if someone caught me there, or if I see a stand or a tree stand or something like that, I mean, I'll just walk back out. If I see someone hunting there full time and they tell me it's a private property, I'll just apologize and say, I'm sorry, like I didn't see the sign from where I entered. And I left. I would leave. I mean, they commit a crime while trespassing, then they can be arrested, but they just get out. Yeah, and no fines, no nothing. That's the thing. I can can squash. I try not to eat anything with vinegar. It's a neurotoxin. I want shred zucchini to freeze. Okay. A zucchini will probably keep growing till October, so just save whatever extra ones you have. All right, no problem. I mean, I already have a lot of them, and I can freeze some too. So worst comes to worst, I'll give you some frozen ones if, you know. So yeah, what else happened? Wednesday was more preserving. I canned some more zucchinis. I canned some beans. I can can winter squash, but summer squash, I don't have any recipes to can them other than with vinegar. So when the house was broken into and vandalized next door, the police caught them down the road, but because they didn't catch them on the property stealing, they can't do anything unless I go to court. Yeah, and it's always that fine line where you want to do the right thing and have criminals knowing who you are, or just mind your own business and, stay out of trouble. It's always, what do you do really? Honestly, the way the world is going right now, I would tend to mind my own business. And unless it was like someone I know personally, like a very good friend, because let's face it, if you go after my good friends or my family, you also go after me. So, that being said, if you go after me, then I will defend myself. And I'm not saying that in a violent way, just saying that, if you try to steal something from me, I will go to court. If you try to steal from my parents and I catch you on the spot, I will go to court. But if you want to steal from someone I don't know, I will mind my own business. You can pressure can plain cube squash. That's what I'm planning. I'm getting my pressure canner out this week. I'm canning beans and everything. All right. I didn't know you could do that with summer squash. I knew about the winter squash, but I didn't know about the summer squash. I'll try to look in one of my books and see what's happening with that. Marilyn, you still there? Are you still in the chat in the back somewhere lurking? Wait, okay, so you're still there. Okay, so I have something. I will talk about it again just quickly. I can't wait to start canning. Our kitchen is torn apart right now for a full kitchen reno. Awesome. To be honest, I really feel like I should do something here like that as well, because there's always so much stuff in the kitchen. Like right now, I mean, you need to can or preserve the stuff in order to make space, but you need the space to be able to preserve. So I'm trying to just go and slice and dice as much zucchinis and summer squash as possible to freeze them, so that I can have some space to be able to can some more, because the kitchen table is full. My daughter told me before the live stream, she said, "Dad, I can't wait to have the table back." I agree, but we need to preserve all that food. I will know in about 2 weeks if I am getting a doe tag. Regardless, bear hunting season starts early September. I think I have it open here. So black bear is from April 15 to June 29. And again, from September 2nd. Oh, you can't go after coyotes at this time. That's crazy. So black bear is from September 2nd until November 24th. Oh, it's longer than it was last year. But you cannot hunt black bear with a rifle during the moose hunting week, which is September 23rd to September 28th. The reason that I know that black bears, the season is longer than it was last year, is because last year, I have in mind that it was November 5th because we went deer hunting the last week, and I was hoping to use my bear tag, but the bear season was over, and we are going deer hunting with Jack from Good Timber Farm from the 17th until the 23rd of November, which means that this year, the last deer hunting week, I'll be able to hunt bear if I don't get a bear in the fall. So I might be able to get a bear tag for myself, try to get a bear if possible, get some more meat in the freezer. And then if I do, maybe my son can get a tag so that he can try to get some more meat himself here. He wants to hunt bear as well. But there's no point in going, the two of us, buying two tags. We can only go hunt one at a time in the stand. But if we get one here, and then he can buy another tag to try to go, and if he doesn't succeed here, we'll still have the deer hunting season. So the thing is, there's a little girl from my area. I think she's 5, 6, 7 years old, really young. I don't want to say a name yet. I don't want to say anything for sure. But she's struggling right now with health issues. I mean, I don't want to mix it up. I think it's like brain tumor or brain cancer or something along those lines. And the traveling expenses, it's a lot. And they're doing some fundraisings around here for the family. So I'm looking at trying to do something on a Saturday. It might be like August 31st, if possible. That's when I'm aiming to do it. If so, I will do a live-a-thon where people can make donations, and the ones that can't give money because we're all in a tight financial situation right now, people can at least watch a live stream, press play, and let the ads play, and whatever I get for that video, donations and so on, super chats, I will have my PayPal account posted and all that. All the profit will be given to her, well, to the family. If I go to court, they will have my name, address, so you know they will come after me for sending them to the jail. So I refuse to give a statement, which is unfair because they just keep getting away with it. Yeah, and that's the thing. You either, like I said, you do the right thing and get trouble, or you don't do the right thing, mind your own business, but it's not necessarily doing the right thing. But then again, even if you go to court, they won't get anything other than your name, and they'll start bullying you and threatening you. And hello, Martin. Thank you so much for stopping by. I told you the other day that I was going to play softball in Saint Francois. The games were canceled, and the players from Saint Francois and Saint Alexis are struggling to find players. The teams are struggling to find players. So I guess it will be like a best of 3 between us and a combination of those two teams for the championship. So it looks like the league is falling apart, sadly. You could can any vegetable. It's just a matter of texture, I believe. I'm going to mix canned squash with mashed potatoes and other stuff I think of. I want to get pumpkins too. You can cube and pressure can. I have some sugar pumpkins, and they've been pressure cans here. I have some. I didn't eat them yet, but I should eat them. I have them ready, and I just don't know how to eat them. That's the thing. But I should make soup and use them. I planted 2 plants of pumpkins that were given to me. I didn't plant any sugar pumpkins this year because I still have some from last year. But the ones that were given to me, like I have a pumpkin that's about twice the size of a soccer ball. It's huge, and it's just starting to change the color now. So it's almost there. Hello, hello, another time. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you shoot a bear on your property, they won't know. Trust me, they will know because my property is not big enough. If I shot a bear on your property, maybe they wouldn't know. But I can't hunt bear on my property. Even my dad has land, and the land is parallel to the road. So he has land, and then it's all like properties and houses. And he doesn't want me to bait bear because he doesn't want the bears to get too close to the houses. And I mean, I gotta respect that. That's his property. He's allowed to do whatever he wants. That's good. That's good. Pumpkin pies. Yeah. Spice bread loaf. That's something else I could do. Definitely pumpkin cookies. You're making me hungry. Yeah, but those are all good ideas. I mean, I'm just being lazy. I could just go online and, research pumpkins recipes, and I would find a lot of ideas. Nobody says anything here. It's mostly woods. There's bear all over my woods behind the trail I showed you. Yeah. Some people make pumpkins ravioli. Cool. Other good ideas. I'll need to go check your videos again and see exactly what you do. Just one left. Tomorrow morning, I'm going over Sarah's property. I need to make my video on the Pro Yama chainsaw I got. I also want to make the video, well, maybe not a video, but I need to use the brush cutter I got from them as well. I made the video already. But the thing is, Selge has a few apple trees that, all the stuff is overgrown around it. And I told him earlier today, I said, hey, like, I'll go and clean around it. There's no trees that needs to be cut down, like just a bunch of brushes and, vine, like not vines, but alders and stuff like that. Like there's nothing worth growing. There's no maples, there's no birch, there's no spruce around that apple tree. Everything can be cut down, and that way you'll have access to the apple tree. And in the fall, we'll be able to see the birds, the grouse. They go into apple trees, and the apples seem to be pretty good there. So not only if I clean around it, we'll have access to the apples, but it will also have access to trimming the tree in the spring. Home Hardware, again, okay, there you go. Home Hardware has huge canning jars on sale. I use them for storage. I have a lot of mason jars at the moment. Oh, really? I think there's only 6 jars for that price, though. I think from the sales I saw, it's only 6 jars for that price. Um, I used to take the big brown ones at Walmart. They're like a liter, if not two. You know, the one that come like the. It's not a lid. It's just like a snap-on, and use that for my eggs. Uh, I would make pickle eggs, but I don't know. Sales keep saying that the eggs are good for like for 2 years. Um, Although I don't really feel like eating eggs that were in there for the last year. What do you think, guys? Pickled eggs in vinegar. How long do you think they can store for? 12. Okay. Let me check. Do I have Meta open? Uh, bow, bow, bow. No. Oh, it really is those ones. Okay. So mason jars with lids, the 1 liters. Well, that's a really good price. Was $20 for $12. Okay. Does it say until when the sale is on? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so you don't eat them. Home hardware. Let's see. Let's see. I use my own lids, but all canning jars are basically the same. Till the 28th. Okay, so I should have plenty of time. Deals. Let's see if flyer deals. Is that in the flyer deal? Let's see the flyers. We do that for pickled eggs as well, but they are gone after a couple of months. See, I'm the only one that eats them, and I love getting in the jar and grabbing like an egg every once in a while. But thing is, after 2-3 weeks, I don't know. I don't want to say get tired of them, but I just stop eating them and then I forget about them, and I'm guessing they just go to waste. Levois Home Hardware Building Center. Okay, let me share the screen. Share screen so you can see it. Entire screen right there. Share. So these are the ones. That's a pretty good price. Call in store for availability. Where can I thought there was a place I could. Here. Store detail. Oh, select a different store. No, not that. Not what I wanted to do. Come on. Select a different store. Make this my store. That's where my son works. 8 available in store. So I can get Anthony to buy some for me. 1 liters. I mean, usually the lids are good. They come with the lids. The lids are good. Stop sharing that screen. We'll leave that open. I use the Flip app. Okay. Yeah. You can call the store and place an order. They get them from the warehouse and you pay when it comes in. Yeah. I think it says that they had 8 in store in Dalhousie. And my son works there. And he's working tomorrow morning. So I can just ask him to get some on side for me. And, I can repay him Tuesday. You could get like 3 cases, maybe. Marianne, what do you think? I won't ask my girlfriend because she'll tell me I have enough. I just need to fix that behind me to put all my mason jars, my empty ones back there. And the pines were sold out in May. 5 12-pack hour 80 case still at the store. I don't to pay for it yet, but I still pay the sale price. And they deliver. Well, you can order them from the warehouse if you want more. When it comes in, I can leave it there till you have the money. Awesome. Good to know. If you can in them, yeah. I don't remember white mouth or normal. I prefer white mouth. They're the normal ones. I wonder though, maybe sometimes you can get the white mouth for the same price. They'll show one on sale. I keep changing you to I. Yeah, it's okay. I got it. I mean, yeah, and I would use them definitely. Why is it so slow? Come on. It's like it's stuck. You have a dishwasher, I think. Yeah, I have a dishwasher. I don't know. Is it safe to put the mason jars in the dishwasher? The white mouth costs more for the lids, so I try to use regular when I can. I have a few ones. The thing is, when I started canning like 2 years ago, whenever I would go to the store, I would buy a box of lids because people kept saying that lids is what you need to buy. Why isn't it loading? What's wrong? White mason jars with lids. So the 750 milliliters 9-pack. White mouth 1 liter 12-pack. White mason jar with lids. At 250 with white mouth, it's probably very, very small. Oh, nice. Okay. White. That's not wide. Oh, yeah, yes, it is. Oh. Let's see the cost of all of them. So, the white mouth, 1 liter pack of 12 is $26.99. I will share my screen again. So yeah, the year I started canning, I ended up buying a bunch of lids whenever I would go to the store. So I have some here, and I didn't realize at the time, but I was buying the white mouth. I didn't know which ones was which. So I had a bunch of white mouth that was just there doing nothing. So that's the price of those ones. White mouth, 500 milliliters, pack of 12, $20. Okay, that's what they cost now. I think they're $19.97 at Walmart, but it's still expensive. It used to be $11.99 for a case of 12. So 2 liters, well, 1.9, 2 liters, 6-pack, $28. That's crazy. What would you even can in there? What would you even put? Some jar are more decorative. I wash all my jars in the dishwasher. I hand wash them so they are cleaner. Well, I think what we do here is we put them in the dishwasher, but every time I want to start a canning session, I will end wash them just to make sure that I remove all the residues, all the dust that might have fallen in the jars, because you never know. I want to have everything as clean as possible. So 1 liter, pack of 12. They're out of stock, the white mouth. So the regular ones are $12 on sale right now. But the white mouth are more than double the price. That's crazy. $26. They're out of stock. The regular ones, see at that price, it's still decent, you know. Pint is 500 milliliters. So that's the one on sale. Regular one. So I need to buy a few of those. And I can pressure can some stew, chicken soup, or a bunch of things like that. Thing is, when I do pre-made meals, I'm the only one that will actually eat them. So that's on sale. That's expensive. Expensive, 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 expensive. All right. Yeah, 250 is a jam size. I don't think I have it in here. Might have some back there, but I don't think I do. Fermenting. Yeah, they'd be good for fermenting. I know nothing about fermenting, and I don't know. I don't think I would trust it. Like, I would trust someone doing it for me, but I wouldn't trust myself fermenting. Well, how about we head over to Scott's live stream? I've been on for a little bit more than an hour and a half. I have a lot of stuff to do in the morning, still more canning, preserving, blah, blah, blah. My little niece's birthday tomorrow at the beach. I might try to fish if there's any mackerel biting. I make cabbage, carrots, onion mix ferment. So good. Just tastes like crunchy raw vegetables. That's something I would love to learn, though. There's a lot of things you can do when you ferment, but it will be shukut time soon. Shukut. You'll need to explain that to me after. All right, take care, everyone. Thank you all for being here. And I will let you know as soon as possible if I go ahead with the live-a-thon as soon as I find a date for it. And yeah, hope everyone can join. Even if you can't donate any money, just by being here, watching the ads, you know, letting the ads play, that will be very, very helpful and very appreciated. I'll make a video. I hear a noise. Someone's in the kitchen or in the shower, maybe. I'll make a video later on when I make more. Awesome. The cabbage thing you eat with sausage. Okay. I don't have any sausage here, and my cabbage never really grows. Although I might have some this year. I'm struggling with the brassicas. I saw Annie talking about that last year where she was struggling a little bit with the brassicas. I mean, I'm lucky if I get broccoli the size of my thumb. Cauliflower, same thing. I had one cabbage last year, and my girlfriend put it in soup, I think. All right. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget the thumbs up, and we're all going to head over to Scott's live stream. Yeah, it's cheap. Stop growing them, but I'll need to find some organic one. Well, canning fermented cabbage is kind of pointless. I mean, you ferment because you don't want to can. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye.